What's going on, everyone? Welcome. This is the Warehouse Series, and this is Discord Friday. It's a little dark today. I didn't feel like going upstairs to get my other light that I use for my eBay channel. So just please focus on the pictures. I've been going in and out of focus. This is like my 18th take. Guys, join Discord. That link is in the description below. It's a great warehouse community. If you post your pictures over there, you could be on a future Friday. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. And if you guys want to help the channel by donating, you know I appreciate it. Guys, I don't get a lot of money for doing this channel. My views go up, everything goes up, subscriber count goes up, and my revenue always stays the same. I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. So you guys donating definitely help my situation over here in my time. So the first couple pictures, this one here, focus on your lines. All right, we got to focus on our lines going up. You want to pretend imaginary lines the whole way up. This front corner is pretty good. I like your bags up front here, but see how this rocks out and see how this walks out. You're making your pallet fatter up front than you have to be, and there's no need for it because we got a gap in the middle. Now this rock out, I don't know what's going on in the middle of your pallet, but something's going on for you to rock out like that. Or maybe we just got a case is buckling and we're rocking out. We need to focus on keeping our lines, and we need to keep, like, even though you have ramen noodles up here, this red case should be on the corner. Focus on keeping those big, strong cases on the corner facing in, and focus on your lines. That is the main thing that I took away from that picture. We have a real big rock coming back, and it's a lot of weight. But the good thing is we have a lot of weight back here to hold it up, and we're not going to go anywhere. So you selectors, if a rock like this with a lot of weight, you're going to be in trouble. But we lucked out with this one because we have a lot of weight behind it where it's not going to tip over. This is a really nicely done pallet. Beautiful stacking job right there. And here's the back of that. Once again, very nicely done. We got a slip sheet in here. Probably no need for it, but it's there. It's not going to hurt anything as long as you didn't go looking for it. But you did a really nice job on this pallet. Very nice work. Keep posting your work because I want to keep putting you guys, putting it up. So right here, we have a low corner. Guys, this is when you can get away with stuff. All right, first of all, if you're stacking any more cases on top of these, don't turn them on their sides because they're just going to buckle. But it looks like this pallet's done. But for you new selectors, if you get ramen noodles or Lipton's, or not ramen noodles, Lipton, the Liptons and stuff like that, the noodles, try to keep them upright. But this slight lean is as slight as you want to get it. Let's say this lean was a little bit more. How do you correct it? You correct it with a big case and a smaller case, and then you come back in. But other than that, very nice base. You're very nicely stacked. We call them stacked aside, which is fine. This is a lower Q pallet, and you did a really nice job on that. Very nicely done. All right, guys, this right here, this irritates me. All right, so this is either a forklift operator that didn't want to do this to begin with, or a forklift operator that is just inexperienced. Guys, when you're lifting product up onto another pallet, please take the time to go up and come down. Don't go up and drag it across the product, because that's exactly what happened here. You want to come up and come down. And if you're too close to the pallet behind it, you need to pick this pallet up, slide it back, and then put the pallet on top of it. I'm not saying this can't be done. It is a lot of weight because, look, I mean, these are all freezer pallets, and they're all... this is a lot of weight going on top of these Agos. But if your warehouse asks for it, up and then down straight on top of it. Don't drag it across. Just very poorly done by the high lift operator. And there's no doubt that was done by the operator. This pallet here we looked at before. We looked at the front of the pallet or the back of the pallet, whichever, and it was beautifully stacked. The only thing I wanted to point out to here is the tie pods I would not have used for a base back here. I would have took the tie pods out of there and I would have dropped everything down. Remember, guys, you don't want gaps on your base. You want to keep your base nice and solid. And these tie pods are a very light box and they could buckle. So I would have moved the tie pods out of there and I would have dropped everything down on top of the plastic pallet and put the tie pods somewhere else. I know the pallet turned out well. I'm just telling you what I would have done. Newer selectors, don't use tie pods for a base if you have a lot of product to go on top of it. This person knows what they're doing, and they did it, and they executed the pallet really well. But those tie pods, I definitely not want to use that as a first layer. All right, guys, this is a picture that someone posted on Discord. And remember, guys, I'm not here to bash you guys as selectors. I'm just here to tell you, save your back and don't do this. Now, we have eggs here, and there's just no need for this. And I get that you're not allowed to stack stuff on, or I mean, you're not allowed to put eggs on top of anything. We got, cross-contamination, but how hard, or how easy, I should say, would it be to just stack all 4 crates? I'm guessing there's 4 crates around here. Stack all 4 crates facing in right on top of each other. Just start column stacking your stuff, guys. This is layer stacking, and then you're afraid to just... All of these black crates should have been column stacked right up the front. I would have had them facing in, straight up the front, and then all this stuff would have easily fit on my pallet. Easily. These CHEP pallets are between 50 to 60 pounds a piece. You do not want to get in the habit of throwing these CHEP pallets more than you need to. All right? Don't do it. This is poorly stacked, in my opinion. It is very unnecessary. And if you're a new person, then I get it, And if your trainer trains you like this, then he needs to be removed from training because this is ridiculous. Crates in, these black crates in, stacked straight up, and you got plenty of wood to stack the rest of the stuff on. All right, guys, I don't know what's going on right here, but this is ridiculous as well. Now, this front pallet, I still want to do it because your pallet's pretty level, but I actually think this is the pallet we looked at before a couple times, honestly. Or no, because there was watermelons down there. So, guys, if you want to put a breaker pallet on top of your onions because you got boxes coming, then so be it. Try to find a piece of white wood. You want to talk about even being heavier than blue wood, and that's the red wood. Those Pico pallets are even heavier than the CHEPs. So you're throwing like 55, 60-pound pallets up here. So it's something not to get in the habit of doing. Yeah, here, maybe this is the pallet. I don't know. But, guys, this back pallet, they're unnecessary. This one, okay. This one, no, don't do it. All right, just stack your watermelon up the front and call it a day. I mean, it's just very unnecessary. It doesn't need to be done. And I wanted to end it on this picture before I get to my question that I wanted to get to that I get asked all the time. I love this order right here. Why do I love this order? Because we're not stuck on layer stacking. I told you in my last video, I do not layer stack. I cannot stand layer stacking unless I have all the same product. This person right here tells me they know what they're doing. We got the vegetables in the back corner. We're keeping all these slippery small cases either front corner and in the middle. And look what they did. They didn't want to put any more up here. They didn't want to put any back here, so they stuck them on their back fork. This is possibly a 1 pallet order. I would have done the same thing. Same thing. That when I see people stack like this, it tells me that they have a system and they know what they're doing. They're saving this back part of this pallet for heavier cases. They're going to pin these cases in, and they're not going to go anywhere. And then we stuck the extras on the pallet, on the forks back here. We're going to throw them up at a later time. Very nicely executed to start this order. All right, guys, and the last thing I want to get to is my question that I always get. And, recently on my last video, I said that a new employee, they quit after 2.5 weeks. They told me, I appreciate you for being honest, for saying that this is not a career. It's a short-lived job. Guys, I get this all the time. People bash me on this. It is not a career. It is hard on your body. You're constantly moving at it doesn't matter because you're always in the back of your mind, you're always focused on that standard time. So you're always focused on lifting improper. I don't care what the warehouse says. They don't give a shit about safety, guys. Your warehouse does not care about safety. They don't care about safe lifting. They preach it because they have to preach it. They don't give a freaking shit about safety. Because if they did, then your standard time, your goal time would not be so hard to make. Okay? They don't care about safe lifting. So it is hard on your body. It's wear and tear on your lower back, your groin, everything over time. You give it time, you're going to have a lot of aches and pains. I have a lot of aches and pains. Guys, my forearm has been hurting for 8 months. All right. And I just tough it out. I put icy hot on it. I take an ibuprofen if I need it. But it's ridiculous, guys. Easier ways to make money. Put your mind to things. I told you I started my eBay store. I'm making good money on that. Guys, put your mind to something else besides warehouse selecting. Long hours, you're taking time away from your family. And, I laugh. Guys, I'm sure. Okay, I chuckle at these TikToks that I see all the time. You got TikToks saying that they make $3,000 a week or $2,500 a week or whatever with incentives. Bull crap. All right. you're including your overtime in that. And if Cisco is paying that much in incentives, then everybody needs to flock there. And why is anyone leaving there if they're making so much damn money? I truly believe that the only way that you're making an astronomical amount of money a year in selection is that you're putting in a lot of overtime. That is my opinion and my opinion only. 5 years and under, usually the people that are criticizing me are 5 years and under in selection, because that's my first question to them. When I get an instant message on Discord and they say, how can you say this is not a career? I'm doing great. How many years have you been there? It's always 5 years and under. Guys, I've done my job for over 25 years. I'm speaking from experience. All right? Selecting is not a career. I promise you. All right? Give it time. You give it time, you're going to find out that, Tim was right. Okay? I'm on year 8 now and I can't stand it. And I want to end by saying that I watch these TikToks of these people selecting fast in the warehouse. Guys, they're not impressive to me. Just because your body is moving fast and you're jumping off the jack so smoothly and jumping off the jack like at this fast rhythm, it is stupid to me. It is so funny to me because I can make my times and make incentive if I really wanted to by moving at a slower pace. It's all about how you stack your product. It's not about the smooth jumping on the jack and jumping off the jack type rhythm. And it's so funny to me. And I don't know what it is. I'm 44, guys. You young guys posting your TikToks of you guys like moving fast paced through the warehouse actually just make me laugh. I don't know what it is, but it's comical to me. You do not have to move like that. It's so like fast in the warehouse. Guys, if you appreciate my content, I'm not here, like I said, I just find the TikToks funny. You won't see me make a TikTok of me like moving fast through the warehouse like that. Just learn how to stack your pallet and you're going to make your time. I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a great day.